Guys, welcome to my channel Inspire Eco. Here I'll be talking about technology. It can be a tech product or a platform or any tech stack. So here basically I want to it's like a classroom program which I'm trying to create where I can break things simpler and we can start with the beginner to intermediate and then to advanced level. So the need which I felt is still like from initially from my time till today, I see lack of documentation, lack of uh, content like a studying content for a intermediate beginner people. There are a lot of study content available, but again I feel for someone who's starting, for them maybe it will be slightly tough, like it won't be slightly like easily understandable. So that is why I'm trying to make it simpler. uh, if you guys have any question, you can comment it out. I'll try to reply to it as soon as possible. So coming to the main topic for today is cloud computing. So here we'll be discussing what is cloud computing, and then uh, what all platforms are available, and what we can use. So coming to cloud computing basically is a means like for example, you want to have a server, like you would have seen a physical server somewhere or studied somewhere, and you have to like that physical server comes with a hell lot of cost, and for any smaller organization maybe that cost won't be they won't be able to pay that much cost. So uh, you have to connect to that physical server, deploy your application, and then again you have to maintain the entire hardware as well. So it again you again extra cost comes in, extra effort comes in, extra management comes in. So in cloud computing, basically you can access servers, storages, and any application through the internet. Okay, and you can use a small like in a server you can use a small partition server, and you can just pay for that part. You don't have to pay for the entire server. Okay, and you can pay for the entire just the resource which you're using. Okay, and you can access through the internet. You can access to the internet. You can have your VPN setup as well. You can have your and you can and it is a secure. It's not that anyone can access it. It can be access over like over internet, but in a secured way. Okay, so the advantage of cloud computing is basically the on-demand delivery. So wherever you want, whenever you want, you can create just at a go. Your instance will be up in 5 to 10 minutes, and you will be good to deploy your application and test it out. Okay, and you just pay of what you use. For example, let's say you want to try something and you created some instance, and you created a no, non-free instance, for example, and just you want to try it for some time. Maybe you can use for a day and then delete it. So you are just charged for the day. You don't have to pay it like you have created. You don't have to pay for the entire month. So you can. So it is a flexible thing as well. You can scale it up and down. You can, if you want a higher size of instance, you can again upgrade to it. Even you can degrade as well if you want. If you feel the load is less, then you can obviously lower down your instance size. Okay, it is flexible. You can access like it is directly. It is easy to use and easy to manage as well. So coming to so this is basically a sort of cloud computing, and the advantage and disadvantage, again the advantage are, again it depends. If someone asks what to use, whether to go for cloud computing or whether to have a hardware, again it depends on your business requirement. If you have a something like a transactional, like a for example a credit card or at a bank, for them again, uh, they go as a physical. They want to have a physical server because again there are a lot of things involved in it. So obviously uh, they want to have a entire dedicated server with them with HIP AA package, because that is the most secure and the secure plan available. Okay, if you want to again a lot of companies, like a lot of MNC have combination of both hybrid. Some things are some of the components they have in their physical dedicated server, and some they have deployed in the cloud server as well. If you're a small SME or something and you just want to try it out, you want to see the views, the application acceptance. Again, it is suited that you go with the cloud computing because your go-to-market cost will be lesser and it will be much faster. So again, there are a lot of I mean, it is a debatable thing, which is good, which is bad, but cloud computing is a way forward, which I believe, and uh, coming days, a lot of again, if you see in past, a lot of uh, physical server has been now is been replaced by cloud computing, and going forward, a lot of companies are doing that. So because it also provides a security level as well. The only thing is you don't know the physical location of the server where it is. That is the only thing in cloud computing. But apart from that, there is no other challenge that you don't have to worry about. So coming to AWS, what is AWS? So AWS is a platform which provides cloud computing, which it's host with it's cloud hosting platform basically, you can say. Okay, and it comes with a bunch of different services available. So again, this is a cloud hosting platform. Apart from AWS, there is Microsoft Azure, there is GCP, Google Cloud. So there are multiple, and there are again third-party vendors as well who provide us cloud computing. But if you see, uh, but in AWS you have a lot of services available from a basic server to the advanced, to anything, to RDS, to Redshift. Even if you want any analytics tool or any AI related chatbot, so there are multiple services which you can use. So AWS provide n number of services and very vast services. Okay, so uh, which can be used. Again, so we'll start with a simple, like in AWS, what all we need to deploy let's say a basic application, where a small application where like a small CRM kind of thing, wherein data is coming and data is people are like, for example, you want to create a website and you want to track all the leads, uh, uh, what are coming in, and then update the status for against those leads. So it's a basic setup which, we'll discuss this basic setup here, how you can deploy in AWS. So basically, how what happens? So in AWS, this is the internet. Sorry, this is a little okay. I'll just refer this is as so. So basically, this is a user, okay, accessing over internet. This is your AWS cloud, for example, AWS cloud. Okay, here you will have your EC2 instance again. Okay, here you can have your again a UI or a which is connected to CloudFront, and here you can have your database. So basically, user will interact as UI. Okay, this is a user interface. Okay, again, here this is connected to EC2 and this is connected to database. So this is the basic setup. So here, if you see, this user can access your website through internet. Okay, which is again talking to your backend like a EC2, where your uh, backend code or your middleware is there, and then again which is connected to your database. So there is a connection. So this work as a, so if you see this data, your database can be private. Again, your EC2 can be private, and then it is linked to here. So this again, this your data is secure here, and your user interface is particularly here, which is directly accessed by the user or through internet, and they can just do whatever they want, like what your website offers, and you will get all your data here, and access which you can access. So this is basically what AWS cloud does. So you can just fire up your EC2 instance. Okay, deploy your UI. If it is normal UI, again you can directly deploy in S3, or if it is again for this also you can use a EC2 to deploy. You can open the port for the EC2 and connect to your database. So everything is connected here. So you see in the AWS cloud, you have, I'll simplify it again. So so this is it. Okay, so this is a very simple setup where you have deployed your application in EC2, which is connected to database, and this EC2 again. This EC2 is maybe the port, like if it is open to this 3000 port with HTTP request, and this is connected to a domain, and this domain is accessed by this user through internet. Okay, so this is the basic setup in AWS to deploy a small application. Okay, then we have again in computing service we have auto scaling part lambda functions. In network service and Amazon network services we have virtual VPC, route S3. Route S3 is basically where you can have your DNS entries. Okay, and then you have we have different storage. Amazon S3, where you can have all your storage files into your storage and link it to CloudFront and access it through a URL. And you have EBS, you have storage gateway, you have CloudFront. Again, coming to database, you have RDS, DynamoDB, Redshift. You from RDS you can choose any MySQL, Postgres. There are a bunch of options available. And again, coming to Amazon Analytics services, we have in Amazon you have Amazon Kinesis, Amazon MapReduce, Elastic MapReduce, data pipeline, machine learning. Even to build and deploy code, you have your code pipeline. Uh, you have for sending email services, you have SCS. To manage your different users, you have IM users. So there are a bunch of services available which we can which AWS offers to help you build and deploy your application. So these are the some of the basic services. And again, you also have your Amazon Q and all for the AI tools that we will be discussing on the later part once we start. Once we cover all these individual services as well. So we'll be discussing other services. But for today, we have discussed this as of now. But from next classes, we'll be discussing each services individually. Thank you.